Let's see, is this working yet? They are not up yet. That's for sure. Bethesda isn't. I think we're good here. Gonna pull up one of my recent videos. We'll test it that way. Good morning, everyone. We should be getting into some good stuff here. Hey everyone, Spopes here. July is shaping up to be an excellent month if you have crowns in ESO. Volume. Personally, I blew all of mine on the Akatosh and Alduin crates, so I'm mainly along for the ride with you guys this month. But there are plenty of excellent crown shop items to salivate over, and whether you have crown gems stacked up or seals of endeavor, the Bandari Peddler crown crates are coming back. We're going to cover new items, returning items, the crown crates, everything in this guide, including the dates when every item will be in the shop, and I'll be relying on UESP for information not provided in this blog article. All right, let's dive in. So first, in their little graphic up here, we see the items they want to showcase. The Vermina statue that's coming out, a brand new Mirrormore themed home, and the Bandari Peddler crates. First of all, like every month, we're getting a goodie for being ESO Plus members. In this case, it is a Red Guard Warrior statue. Not my favorite statuette that's come out yet, but it's okay. It's going on the table with all the rest of them. That will start being available on the very last day of July, July 31st, and it will run until September 11th. This statuette is going to be available for ESO Plus members for quite a long time. Next up, we have the brand new Alliance Accord Arms Pack. It looks like it'll have some kind of sparkly visual effects. Personally, this style doesn't really do anything for me, but if you're interested in the new Alliance Accord Arms Pack, it'll be in the store from July 24th to August 6th. We also have a brand new outfit style, the Militant Monk. This will also be available right at the end of the month, July 31st on until August 14th.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month for a streaming app and $9.99 a month for a music app and $12.99 for a fitness app.
Okay, let's zoom in here. Everything's working. We figured that out. Now we just gotta wait. Now we just gotta wait for them to get themselves together. All right, here we go. I'm hoping to be able to watch this not on Twitch because I hate Twitch, but I don't know if they're actually gonna put it up here or not. Yeah, it's kind of looking like not. So I guess we're stuck with Twitch. Join stream. The stream is starting soon, they say. All right. So are we just going to be stuck with ads? Let's check out the chat here. Okay, so no one likes Vengeance. I've heard it's really bad. That's all I really know. And I'm expecting this is not going to be a very long stream today. I think they're probably going to keep it pretty short. Like, I can't imagine really what all they have to talk about. Let me think here. Do we want to monitor the chat? Yeah, probably. So does that show up full screen? No, it doesn't. I think we're fine without the chat, honestly. Okay. It's just going to be a bunch of toxicity. Let's see. Okay, we got audio. Let me make sure that it's not too loud. I think we're good. So while we wait, some predictions here. I believe it's not till update 48 that we get the Writhing Wall. So this is kind of like just an interim season, really. I don't know what else we're really going to get. There's a dungeon pack that's coming out, but I mean, man, when was the last time I was actually stoked for a dungeon pack? I have no idea. So dungeons are good for some people, but mainly what I'm going to be looking out for here is quality of life updates, improvements, I might be the only person streaming this on YouTube. It's so weird. It's like I feel like Twitch is just like this rotting corpse, but people are still way into it. So let me just double check again. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got something actually happening.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, they're not even in the
Thank
office.
you so much for joining us today. It's so funny. We used to stream pretty consistently on Fridays, and the last few streams, it's like we're just kind of throwing a wrench in it.
Hey, Perk.
Let's just do it on a random
twice in
day.
1 week.
Yeah, exactly. So happy July.
Where they
I
streamed
can't
it
believe
like a couple
it's
days ago.
July already.
Oh my gosh, we're already in the second half.
Okay,
of the year.
Gina.
Is
it just the two of them this whole time?
Scary. Like I just got used.
Oh,
to seeing
Lord.
June. I think I actually just got used to.
Dude, oh my god, the small talk. Come on.
I know.
Happens.
That's how it goes.
on.
We,
Happy Canada Day. Yes, that's right. It is Canada Day. Happy
Get
Canada
to the
Day.
point.
mean?
This is
What
we're not
happens
at a
on Canada
coffee
Day?
shop talking about our kids and
It's
going to
like
soccer. Come on.
Their Independence Day, right? Correct me if I'm getting that wrong,
Oh.
folks.
No, they don't have independence. They're still part of the
Oh.
crown.
Is that
They're,
what
they're
they
still
call
part of
it?
the Commonwealth. They don't have
Around
independence.
Apologizing to each other and
Oh,
eating.
oh,
drinking
yeah.
maple
No, I
syrup.
grew up on. I'm still close to the Canadian border.
I'm actually going to Canada. I'm going to Canada in
Stereotypes you want
August.
to
This
throw
will
out
be
there,
really fun.
Gina?
Hey, you better not be too rude.
Oh,
It's
Gina, your
like-
mic is kind of low, folks are saying. You sound fine to me, but
How about now? How about now? Is this better?
Yeah.
I'll just.
How's
stand
my
like this.
audio?
There.
yes,
Kind
that
of.
is better.
I tried to
Giving a
balance it
little hug
out.
to everybody.
Guess we'll see.
All right. How's everyone's weather? And I don't.
Oh,
mean to
for
sound
fuck's sake,
cliche,
I'm
but
sorry,
We were talking
but-
about how we're about to get storms over here.
Dog,
Over
tell
in
us
Europe.
about-
It's really hot. It's really hot here.
It
just
has
feels
been
like
hot.
it's
It's been
hot
so
everywhere.
hot.
Scorching. Yeah, I believe it. 37 degrees. I'm going to assume that is Celsius.
Celsius, it's got to be, yeah, which is very
Thank
hot.
you, golly.
It's like Mayroon Dagon's zone
Bruh.
or something over here. It's so hot. It's
Talk
so
I thought you were
about
going
the
somewhere else with
game.
that.
His,
Zone.
Canada Day. Now the weather.
yes. This is an afternoon friendly stream, okay?
I'm already feeling unfriendly. I want to learn about the game. I don't
It's
care
hot-
about your
it's hot
fucking
inside,
weather.
but
Let's
that's exactly
go.
what I was going to say.
Sorry for the F bombs, but man. What?
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to be
It's,
previewing
Yeah, they didn't even say. They're going to tell you now, I
Feast of
guess.
Shadows. I keep wanting to say feasts, but it's only a singular feast.
Yeah,
Shadows
it's
7
update
Wednesdays.
47.
And update
Shadows.
And
47.
update 47.
And if you stick around long enough, we are going to be giving some new details on Writhing Wall.
Oh,
That's the
please.
Q4
Can we
event
just have
that's
that at the
happening
beginning?
Later this year, but it is actually going to be on PTS. Part of it. But we'll talk about that later in the stream.
I guess we're going to get
all right,
ads
so I
throughout
guess
this. Whatever.
Hot off the presses, Vengeance is ongoing. This is our Cyrodiil test. It's
Everyone
on
hates
all
Vengeance.
servers
Let's check
right
the chat
now,
again.
So if you want to hop in, a lot of stuff is disabled, and that's on purpose because we're kind of just.
I'll
trying to
move my,
learn what is going
camera
on
over
with
a little bit.
performance in Cyrodiil and gather up a whole bunch of feedback. We're going to be doing a survey and see how everyone likes it, but that is on all servers right now.
Someone's saying they
through
love Vengeance,
the-
actually.
What is it? July 7th?
July
It's
8th and
ending on
9th.
PC.
Oh, yeah. When is that Mammoth
and
Mount
7th.
coming out? That was supposed to be like
Either way,
last
check the
month.
website. It's in the article. But it'll be up through the weekend at least. Also, in case you missed it, console add-ons are live.
No, I didn't
which is
miss it.
Super exciting for our
No, don't worry.
console
I didn't
fans.
miss it.
So
I am very aware of
there's a
console
page
add-ons.
on Bethesda.net that you can go to kind of peruse and see which console add-ons are currently active. Just want to remind everybody these are coming from add-on authors. So if you run into any issues with
It's
console
not our
add-ons,
fault.
please contact the add-on author. You can let us know. As an
We didn't do it.
They are the ones that are fixing it. Just so you know. What else? What else? Jess, you want to go through some
Yeah.
roadmappy stuff?
So, scribing is, oh, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Update 47 launch. That is coming on August 18th for PC.
No,
and
that's the
September 3rd
PTS.
For console.
It's not
So
actually coming
everything you
out.
See today.
It's the
We'll be able
PTS.
to play on those dates
On
live
the
servers.
play test. No.
Scribing
Bro,
is coming free.
that was
for
such
all
disinformation.
players, everybody who owns ESO, starting on July.
Yeah,
10th.
Blue Perk. Add-ons are a game changer.
So
Probably
you'll
best in
be
years.
able to
Absolutely.
pick it
Yeah,
up,
no, I mean,
whether you had just bought
I'm
the
just
game
gonna mute these
today.
idiots for a second. I mean, sorry, this is not going anywhere. Yeah, add-ons. Like I had like 200 treasure maps. Now I have like 50. So there you go.
Is coming up on July 24th. So you'll be able to hop in.
Sorry
and
for being so
participate in that
rude. It's just
PvP
like
event, starting on that date.
so much small talk.
And then what else we got, Gina?
Just want to let everyone know that our friend Eight Puppies, he's on the ESO stream team. He is organizing a really cool trial tournament, and the finals are actually going to be broadcast live at QuakeCon. So
I don't
if
know
you're
what I'll do
interested in
if they ever invite me
participating-
to be part of
you
the
can go ahead and
the
sign up.
content
He's
creator
got,
club or whatever.
He's got a form.
You have to like
his
sign a
social
form and
channels,
everything.
it's in
So
various Discord
I'll probably just have to
channels.
say no.
Not Eat Puppies, 8 puppies. There's 8 of them. So yeah, that he's kind of organizing the whole thing this year, but we're going to be broadcasting it at QuakeCon for the finals. There is going to be a draft this year, so again, if you're interested in either leading a team or
I'm
joining,
sorry
a
for calling
team,
you an idiot, Gina.
go ahead and
I don't
find that
know
form
this
and fill
Jessica
that out.
person, but that was uncalled for.
Speaking of QuakeCon, plans are in progress for all sorts of
They
stuff
are.
we're doing.
So we will be there at QuakeCon. We're pulling together all of our plans right now, and we are targeting, I think it's Friday, August 8th for our usual in-person meetup. And I would just say stay tuned for details on that and all of our QuakeCon plans.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
And of course,
that's my
drops are
understanding,
on right
Perk. You
now
can't
on
say
our
anything
channel,
negative at all. So they would have
make
kicked me
sure
just
that
for
you
calling them
are
idiots,
ESO
even though I
Discord link.
apologized. So yeah, I don't think I want to be part of
That
the
should be yours.
whatever it's called.
Any
The
meetup. Yeah. Oh,
this
hi, Matt.
plus it's called
yeah,
the Scream
so
Team, and I
the
can't
meetup Matt
really.
was talking about is in Dallas.
I can't
during
take that.
QuakeCon. We will be opening up RSVPs at some point if you would like to attend.
But if I'm gonna keep being toxic, I might
otherwise,
have to stop doing this in
yeah,
the future because I was assuming this would be more like dudes sitting around a table talking shop, but this is just a lot of
August 8th?
something?
Yeah,
August
it's
8th.
it's our usual little...
a lot of
It's
messing
the
around.
Friday. It's our usual little get-together that we have in the Gaylord in Grapevine. Is that right? Grapevine, Texas, where QuakeCon takes place.
Dates are hard. Let me tell you. It's like right as you get used to saying June,
Get a
then
calendar.
it's like, July, and then it's like, oh,
We're
but
back
we'll
to
make
talking
plans for
about which
August,
month it is
September, and
again.
October. Anyway, yeah, drops should be on right now. If you don't
Okay.
see them, just give the stream a little refresh and you should be
Okay.
good to go. Speaking of good to go, let's bring Finn in here, who hopefully is good to go because he's going to be talking to you about dungeons today. Hi, Finn.
Sup?
Hello.
Welcome
Hello.
in. It's been a long time, but it hasn't really.
Has been.
Lead
It's
encounter
been
designer.
a moderate amount of time.
It's been an average amount of time.
Yeah. Very well.
Yeah, I am whelmed. All right.
Okay,
So
yeah,
for
I'm-
anyone who
I don't think
doesn't
I'm doing
know
this
Finn
again.
He is our lead encounter designer.
This is just
How do you
too-
describe it? Like anything that
Too
you
tedious.
fight
But
or-
we're gonna stick through it for the
Anything
day.
that You fight, kill, or can kill you.
We're gonna stick through this for the day.
Responsible for it. And I also like to caveat that is if there's something in the game you like, it was all my designers.
Why did I get a China Airways ad? I don't know.
That's
I
very
like that.
sweet of you. I actually thought you were gonna throw the blame on somebody else.
Girl boss moment.
Absolutely
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
All right. So Feast of Shadows. This
Oh,
is
man.
our next dungeon pack that is launching.
Yes.
Next quarter. You like how I said that instead of the dates because I don't remember the dates.
August 18th
but-
and September 3rd.
Thank
Still have it.
There you
But I
go.
do know it'll be on PTS on Monday, July 7th.
Yes.
So we are going to do
Email
Finn and
Michael Scott.
Wow, Finn, they're saying you're actually quieter compared to the both of us, which never happens.
Oh, really?
I wonder
wow.
if it's me. I
I
might have
haven't
turned.
It's hilarious.
I
He's
might have
using like
turned him
this
down at one
headset
point
mic.
because he's so loud. So maybe
These guys. So,
might
so
be-
is this
yeah.
Jessica woman. They
I
need
can
to
also
get.
move my mic away.
I think. Yeah. I think me and Gina have the same mic, but I've got a.
Turned him up
I've got a
here. I can
pop.
turn him up
I got
more,
like 2
which,
pop filters on
again,
mine.
I
Never
think
thought
my
I'd say
output
that.
might not be- Yeah, no, right.
There we go.
Is
All
that
right.
better? Everybody happy with that?
I mean, I had to
Hear
basically
my
do this to be heard. So maybe you know what?
Dulcet tones.
Here, I'm just going to turn everything up. There we go. Okay, so we are
Turn
going
up
to
the
do
what?
Turn it up. We're going to go ahead and do a little walkthrough of both dungeons, spoiler free, hopefully.
As much
relatively
as we can,
spoiler-free.
be spoiler-free. Yeah.
It's just
What
show
did
how
you
much
say?
of a gamer they
Spoiler-free?
are. Yeah,
As
right.
much as we can.
We're
be
gamers. We have
spoiler-free.
headsets. No, it's just because, like, I guess
Spoiler-free.
Bethesda's cheap
Spoiler-free.
and
What was it?
ZeniMax is
Well,
cheap, and they don't want to
no,
equip their dudes with like
Dungeons, spoiler-free.
actual
There
equipment.
was some.
All right.
There was some reward we were talking about yesterday. And
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get
The-
to it where we were sure we were saying it wrong.
was
The writing,
They remind me of the
something
SNL
about
sketch.
writing
The
rates or
worm-
something
worm
like that.
something.
It's-
With the
it's-
two radio
whatever.
hosts talk about sweaty balls.
The worm
Yeah.
wap weights or something.
Welcome,
like
Rob.
that.
This is just
guys.
Yeah, something like that. We'll get
You-
to it there eventually.
You'd think it would be a long week here.
Yeah,
but
I
no,
I
it's
thought
only
the
Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right.
the
It's
Diablo
only
4
Tuesday.
campfire
Only
chats were
Tuesday.
bad.
All right, let's go ahead and hop
My God, just show the dungeons. You three are so
Dungeon.
boring. Yes, dude, this guy
there are
gets
two
it.
dungeons we're gonna
Oh
start
my
with,
God.
Called Naj Kaldish.
Millennial slop.
And
Yeah,
this is it. If you look
I
at both
kind
these
of
dungeons are
regret.
Located in Solstice. So this
I
is
kind of
the map
regret
of
doing
Solstice.
this. Just 'cause these people just-
and, this
man.
dungeon is
But I'm just glad I'm not in their
Naj
content creator
Kaldish.
club because I can actually,
Blackjack Foundry
speak
is
my real
located down
truth about this.
And just a
we are
reminder,
going-
if anyone wants to play these dungeons, which of course you do, all you
Man,
have to
of
do is
course his
purchase
bitrate
the
is
2025
terrible.
Content pass,
I think
and
he's
then you
streaming
get
in
access to the
720p. Like, what
dungeons,
is
You get
this?
access to the Q1 dungeons that we actually released earlier this year, and Solstice,
Wow.
and Writhing Wall, all the things. Just
All
wanted
the
to Throw
things.
that out there. Regular Tuesday, yes, how we always are.
yeah, right.
And we
Does that
are
separate
playing
from
on
work here?
an
They
internal
just don't
server,
pay attention to
so
what
you might see some things that are not on live.
Yeah, so this is an
all the
internal server.
negative.
I am cheating. I have, in order for us to get through here, so you can see some of this stuff. I am cheating so that this lady's about to get wrecked. Oh, sorry. So we are going to experience this dungeon. So Naj Kaldish is a Zanmir. It's an inverted Zanmir, so it goes down. So we're going to progress through there.
Oh, like
And
the
what it
pyramids
is
in
it was
Destiny.
thought
Okay.
long ago, hidden, buried, whatever. Seeksilt's here has kind of tracked it down to here, but there's already some Argonian necromancers within, and they are trying to corrupt the keystone in order to unleash
I love my job.
this,
Yeah.
Zanmir on the
Yeah, imagine having to
population.
just swallow this down.
We're gonna go explore and see what's up with
I was
that.
thinking this is going to be more like
I am gonna have to cheat here in a second.
the
because
actual
these
ESO
players
Direct
actually,
presentation, which was legitimately pretty good.
I'll explain that here. This is going to actually highlight something else, which is this,
But it's not.
another or a base game, I guess, addition that we've added here, which is actually really cool.
I
You
love
can see
Solstice,
this,
my favorite
NPC dogs
zone.
here.
Yeah,
There's now a new little button.
for sure.
that says
I love
replay
Solstice
dialogue.
too.
So if you forget, or
Legitimately.
you're not sure what the
I'm not
NPC
part of
said,
the
you click that
content
button,
creator
your
club, so
headphones die,
I'm saying my real
talking to
opinion
somebody
here.
else, not paying attention. Somebody's yelling at you to take the trash out. Whatever. You didn't hear the
Finn,
dialogue.
Finn starts talking when you're trying to pay attention. It happens all the time.
Starts talking when you're trying to pay attention. Exactly right.
Shit,
Um,
I was just in
you
the
can
middle
click
of
this
that.
button. Yeah, you can click this button, and the NPC will replay the dialogue, and that's going to be on most, if not all, quests. So
Oh, that's
and
cool.
it is. It's a super nice quality of life change.
You can replay the quest
A
dialogue
bit
if
of
you
a
want
spoilers
to.
Here. These are pressure plates.
No, that's
We
actually
literally
legit.
said
And
this
you
is
would-
going to be spoiler free. You barely
yeah, but
started, and
they're
you've
going to
already...
see me. They're going to see me fly kind of across here because I can't open this.
No,
door
that's
without,
awesome.
2 people. So you need actually 2 people to do this. So you're going to see me fly across here.
Whoa.
Intro spoiler.
Intro spoiler.
Intro spoiler.
Yes. That's the only cheating that I will. Well, that's not the only.
That's
cheating I'll
not
do.
true.
Anyways, no, yeah, you're gonna need 2 people to kind of drop the drawbridge, and then you can progress in here. So
Wait,
the key thing about
so
this,
I actually just saw
Yes.
this fly by in chat. Does that mean
Is
for
that
folks who wanna
positive
try
at
and
all?
solo dungeons, they won't be able to do it?
dungeons are not designed for solo players.
Oh!
So you are right. In this dungeon, you will
Really?
need
That-
at
like,
least 2 people.
The last one was like,
to get this drawbridge
That's
down.
good to know.
Yeah.
I can't solo a dungeon, but
what, like
There's
that
other
that
dungeons we've done that on.
that one ice
that
one
talk about like Dire Frost. You can only progress.
that
so
has
far.
Ice Heart in it? Is that's like that was like Rothgar, right? When have we
to
had?
get the gate to open and stuff like that. So
When was the
we've
last
done
time we had a
that.
dungeon you can't solo?
So
Yeah,
what we're gonna
Dire
see
Frost,
here
that's it,
is
Dire
as we're
Frost.
progressing through
They just made a new
here-
Dire
like I said, this is
Frost.
an old Zanmir, and there's some.
Why?
necromancers
This is a bad
that are
decision?
raising
Yeah,
the
no
dead
kidding.
Argonians
What?
I'm just gonna walk by them. Like I said, I'm cheating. These monsters are not.
Man, that's just like a really bad choice.
These guys do have the new item set that's in here, so this is some of the visuals that you would see.
This is kind of cool, like being able to go through it without getting attacked.
Jason Barnes is happy that we had the Death Hoppers back in here.
No, you can't do this solo.
Friend, so he loves the frogs. So we're gonna progress through here. So the idea is
oh, Bethesda themselves came in here and said, to be fair, dungeons are designed as group content. Oh.
Like murals and stuff like that, reliefs and stuff like that, it depict what has happened kind of within.
Make my camera a little bit smaller.
Zanmir. Zeeksilts is an adventurer, so you can see that she basically grappling over there, and we have to take the long way. So we did mention there's going to be some light spoilers here, but you do see some of these pressure plates in here. These are important to keep in mind and to pay attention to, because if you hit them, you start getting blasted with fireballs and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a lot of traps.
Indiana Jones stuff right there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's a lot of traps in here with these pressure plates that you're going to want to pay attention to. Look at that Death Hopper, like, in the water. Anyways, so some more reliefs here. Yeah,
it's a pretty cool looking dungeon.
Kind of depicting the story of this dungeon as we go through.
I like the aesthetics.
A big part of this and a big element that players are going to want to pay attention to. It is falling apart, and so you can see kind of the collapses and stuff like that. But we're going to get to where Seek's grappling hooked over to. So if you look at, this is where she actually reached over here. That's where we were. Or actually, she got over to here.
I don't know. If they were trying to make dungeon content even less relevant, they succeeded.
So we are catching up to her.
I just don't care about dungeons, and now they're saying they're going to have a whole bunch of more complicated stuff in here, and
much more bigger rooms. Like I said, they are necromancers, so there's those elements. Those are really cool blades. If you see here, there, we're going to see them in a second again. Really nice. They're about decapitation level.
Oh.
So
the level of those.
Oh, that's
yeah,
fun.
yep. Yeah, that's fun. Oof.
I gotta admit, I really don't like mechanics in dungeons. Yeah, most randoms have no idea. Exactly. Like there's that one. I'm gonna mute them for a second. Like there's that one. What is it? Ruins of Mazatun. I can't remember which one it is, but at the end, like you have to do this crazy puzzle, or you can't. It's like right at the end too, and nobody ever knows how to do it. It's like takes half the dungeon time just doing that. Yeah. So this is just altogether. I think they're just trying to kill dungeons. They're just trying to make us not want to do it. That's my guess here.
Graph or tell players,
and they have succeeded.
Show players.
They have definitely succeeded.
Deadly and really dangerous and stuff. So that's kind of one of those things. It may be important later. May.
And wink, wink. Something in your eye there.
Yeah, wink, wink. This dude got buried by stone, and Zeeksilts is just punking him and like, haha, you suck.
That's mean.
Get trapped.
And they wonder why the game, like the player base, is toxic.
To see the first boss, this is again some
learning from the devs.
That guy walk over the pressure plate here, and then it starts this spinning blade. So this is Poxido. This is one of the necromancer Argonians. And
why is he so tall? Or is this guy just short?
They are going to be your first introductory boss. This is the very first boss within this dungeon. And this isn't the first time you're going to see him. I'm going to kill past them so I don't spoil any of the mechanics. Let people figure it out all on their own. But you see Poxido's essence and soul.
That'd be convenient. Also, the vampire one, you have to grapple off the final boss.
So we're going to head.
Oh, right.
To the ritual chamber.
During the insta kill, people don't know what to do.
And like I said, this is an inverted Zanmir, so you're constantly traveling down.
So either make it so you can't just group with randoms, like you have to group manually, or don't have these mechanics in the dungeon.
See that they're corrupted. This is what corrupting a keystone gets them access to. These protectors that are within here become corrupted, and they're able to. They want to. The necromancers. Their objective is to unleash these on Solstice.
Those are a cool design. Are those new?
The Voskronas were in Solstice, but this new design of them being corrupted, that's all new.
Someone in
And
the
you can
chat
see
here,
right here,
you've
this
never,
is, Poxido's,
you must have never
essence
played great
is
co-op
kind
games
of
where teamwork
traveling,
is
and
fun and
we're
satisfying. I want
catching up.
content
You can
like
see as it
that.
reaches these Voskrona, it kind of corrupts them. So we haven't seen the end of Poxido. Poxido is not the final boss in here, but it is an important one. This is the first 2 bosses.
I mean, people really want to be able to solo these dungeons, and I get it. It's totally valid. You should. I mean, they've had such negative feedback about the ones that you can't. I just don't understand why they would just bring it in again.
One of the 2 Argonian tribes is
I muted them, but it unmuted itself. That's
being able to take Argonian assets and create new Argonian assets.
Like, no, you have to listen to me.
Stuff like that, and put them together in new stuff, especially after
I'm sorry, Perk, but I just quit.
It's also like a fun puzzle of like, how can we take this stuff that a lot of people.
I think it's a reasonably moral choice. So like, I just quit if I get any DLC dungeon because you're just gonna waste your time, and you know someone else will come in the next 2 to 5 minutes, and they're probably gonna be all about it. So I don't really do dungeons after a character's level 50, honestly.
And we're going to follow the skull. Jerk.
Yeah,
and there's a follow section.
We're just doing a
and
little preview of the 2 new dungeons.
Like it's like
on Monday.
A greatest hits of the mechanics everyone hates the most.
August 18th for PC.
Seriously, what were they thinking here?
Consoles. So
got
this is
it.
relatively spoiler-free, as much as we can, as much as.
Oh, you're just showing the whole dungeon. I mean,
going to spoil
but yeah, spoiler-free
right
otherwise.
It's not related to a mechanic. It's not
Perk,
related
I
to
stopped doing
mechanic.
random dailies, period.
But it's going to be something that we're all going to want to watch when the streams happen. This is
you can get way more transmute crystals from Battlegrounds, so as long as you're willing to play PvP, you're
always
fine.
in testing and everything. Every time we've ever seen anybody run here, because if you're running down here really fast, you're like, oh, I need to go over here. Invariably, somebody's going to run and fall down the hole. So we should have put an achievement in here.
And there's a hole you can fall down.
But we are going to.
This is the worst dungeon ever.
Intently to find out how many people fall down the hole. There's also a heavy sack right here, right on the edge.
Oh, of course
so that's great if you're approaching it from this side. Oh, look, a heavy sack.
And then your character.
A little bit of little things like that.
So this is the guy who designed this dungeon, right?
We were following the skull,
and he's toxic
here,
AF.
And this is
so
the
like
Poxido. So when now it inhabits this Stone Guardian, so now we have Veskrona Stonehawk Poxido. So it is Poxido's. It is Poxido's.
Rob says, "I'm new to the game. I've been the bad random. I watch guides now. That's all you gotta do. Just watch a guide to the dungeon, and then you'll be good. People don't even want to do that. It's fine when you're learning
around the outside of the room, but you'll have to wait until PTS are launched.
The heavy sack was the one good part of this dungeon so far.
So now we're gonna head down to.
I mean, for me, I think it does look cool. It's like a beautiful dungeon, but they ruined it with all these mechanics.
See, this is such a cool.
Ooh, that looks really cool.
And everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And if these are the mechanics, just like as you run through the dungeon, imagine what the bosses are going to be like.
Process of kind of like corrupting it. We are eventually going to head down there. If I were to jump off here, I would die. But you can see
it is crazy beautiful, though. I mean, it's some really good design work went in here, and then this guy came in and ruined it with all of his toxic garbage. Just wanting to hurt the players.
This looks like a hole.
I swear that this dude, Mike Finnegan, I swear he just wants people to suffer.
Don't worry.
Like, why else would you do this?
Don't worry this time. You can actually hear some of the corruption happening and stuff as we walk through here, and we're gonna get another glimpse.
It'll stop looking cool when you're 45 minutes in. Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Any dungeon stops looking cool at the 30-minute part.
Yeah,
the 30-minute mark, for sure.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure thing.
Chad, nobody told me it was still muted. Anyway, game is
Was
now
I muted?
unmuted.
The game's on?
No, you're not muted.
The game sound
game
was muted
sound.
that whole time.
No worries.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I thought like I was muted the whole time, and everybody's like, "Oh,
I've done
this
that
is
before.
A mime show." Where they just
I've done
mime
that where
everything
I'm like muted for like 5 minutes. I'm still talking. It happens.
So
yeah, can
we
you
go
just
here,
start all
now
over?
you-
Start from the beginning.
Yeah, you start all over. So now you go here
please,
and you
Lord,
see
no.
it's actually fully corrupted the keystone. This is actually was a really cool collaboration between us and Art, our fixture artist, our concept artist, to visualize what a keystone within the Zanmir would look like and what it looks like when they're trying and when it's finally corrupted. So it was really cool to just.
Please explain again via the medium of semaphore.
From a world building perspective, and
I think they spelled that wrong.
I wanted to highlight it, so you got a lot of good shots at it. You got the shot up there where it was kind of like starting to be corrupted.
Yeah, I think it's SEMAFORE.
Do everything right. Maybe it becomes uncorrupted. Maybe. I'm not gonna guarantee it.
This dude's just sadistic.
Maybe. So now we've headed down to the bottom of the dungeon, and this is the final boss. Right here. I think I have to kill these guys. So.
Yeah, and unless you're standing on a pressure plate and grappling, and everyone is clicking on the right pillar at the right time, and you're also hiding behind that pillar, you will get insta-killed. I'm sure.
That is Barsaka. It is a corrupted Kalnord.
Whoa.
Cool.
And Talon Law, who is actually the leader of the...
great design here. I mean, the design work is Kino, but
not right now.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we don't get to fight them. You do. When you go on to PT. This, Barsaka, it was
all this for a set that will probably be useless. Yeah.
It has been corrupted as well, as the Keystone has been corrupted.
Yeah.
So you get to fight that, and if you fought one of these things kind of in Solstice, because this is when you first saw them, it has a similar moveset with some very
we're going to go through this for another dungeon before we even get to the quality of life. All I care about is the base game improvements. That's the whole reason I'm watching this personally. I'm just going to go ahead and get comfortable. We're going to be here for a while.
Black Gem Foundry.
So Finn, while you're playing this, while you're traveling to it, your team, it's probably been a few years now that you've been putting secrets in dungeons.
Yes.
Have you continued that trend between these two without getting into spoilers about which one might have any? Possibly.
And we like to mix it up. So our secrets.
Man, I'm sorry. This guy's just a creep.
Hidden things. Sometimes it's
he just gives me such bad vibes.
They were on the map, so you could really see them, and they weren't as super hidden, but they had other elements to it.
Like he's definitely got CP on his computer.
From some of that stuff, potentially, yeah, we do have secrets. Usually, if we don't,
you have secrets, Mike. You have secrets the FBI would like to know about.
We had a dungeon that was kind of like our traditional one. It had something like 5 or 6 bosses in it and stuff like that. So these are all.
Oh, he got completely blurred out because he's using that lame ass blurring.
Yes, there potentially are secrets here.
Always make it worth exploring.
Yes, absolutely. And this one is going to just to.
Hello.
So if you think about what we did with Stone Garden, where it was alchemy, and that was a beneficial if you were into alchemy, this is Black Gem Foundry. This is the dungeon we're in now. It's Black Gem Foundry. So if you could think about the story of the dungeon and the foundry, you could think if we were going to add elements of
I'm gonna have to start doing some Tai Chi here just to get my chakras aligned.
We're thinking about maybe. All right. So now we're in Black Gem Foundry. So this is entered, as I mentioned, it's entered via Solstice, but
FYI to everyone watching, I am never doing this again.
It was NBC that's going to kind of guide us through here.
So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity if you're watching today.
On the floor, and
I'll probably stream some other important events like QuakeCon or whatever, but
he was in the
this is
Black
so
Gem
cringe.
Foundry, which is a newish structure within Cold Harbor. And what they're doing in that structure is they're building weapons and armors that can affect your essence and your souls. They're building them out of Black Gem. So it is a new type of creation within Cold Harbor that'll give, hopefully, the Worm Cult and anybody else aligned with Cold Harbor new weapons to attack people. So we're going to need to shut it down. Dalinor the Summoner wants us to do that, but also he's a summoner, so he has a special affinity for Atronachs, and they're using Atronachs in interesting ways in here. So let's go ahead and take the
chat over here on Twitch. So they're building WMDs.
Be in in Harbor. So you can also see these really cool black gem.
They got cold fire nukes. I like this
is
guy.
where they're going to be mining
PRX
black
Thistle.
This is the first part. There's the structure of the actual foundry.
Cool.
Yeah, you can see titans flying around.
But what kind of worries me is that
Ominous.
this designer
It
is
is great.
operating on a potato
Yeah.
PC and he's streaming at 720p.
So we're gonna walk through here. A lot of this is going to.
So it's kind of
feel a bit
concerning.
similar as
Like
far
if he
as
can't
people
even
that
see
have-
the
that have,
dungeon, then
seen
like
Cold Harbor aspects before, but there's a lot of
yeah.
so these giant black gem crystals. This is actually the quarry that is or the quarry down here. This is where they're mining it, and I'll show you real quick how they're
Quarry.
So this is this guy yelling, smacking.
It's just
like,
called a quarry.
threatening these stone atronachs. They're actually using the atronachs in here to mine black soul gems. They're summoning these atronachs. They're torturing them, obviously, and they're.
Is his
making
burner
sure that
PC?
no
Yeah, I don't
one's
know,
gonna
bro.
be mining the black
Like
soul
we can
gems
hope.
in here.
Like I hope he
Another
does
cool
his
aspect
design
here
work
that
on
you
a
see
on a
as you're
better
going through here
box.
is these potent black gems, which you can mine as you're going through here. What they're used for is something that people will need to discover.
I just found an
Are you gonna
antiquity
tell?
of Black
No, I
Soul
am
Gem
not.
shelf.
So
It's pretty
High
cool.
Soulbinder Vikand up there, she is the actual final boss of this dungeon.
Well,
And
that's a
she
short
was up there.
dungeon.
She was up there.
I thought they
talking
said this was in
She was up there talking
Solstice, but it's
to
in
one
Cold
of her
Harbor.
minions, and we will go and see her. Actually, that right up there, that space right up there, is actually where we're gonna fight her. So when we get up there, you'll be able to you'll look over the quarry as well.
So
we're
is
gonna,
this dungeon just a giant circle?
I mean, in of a sorts.
Yes.
Kind of thing. Oh, did that guy fly overhead?
The answer is yes.
You'll see this Titan kind of looking at people. This is another cool aspect. That's not a boss.
It is just
but
a giant
might be
circle.
something that we see later on, and it likes to change position and stuff. So, like I said, you're going to see these potent black soul gems. We're going to walk through here, take a look at the quarries and the overseers. We try to add, whenever we do dungeons, we try to break them up, especially as they're related to however many specific bosses are going to be in here, into different sections and stuff. So this quarry is very much the first section. It's going to look a little bit different than the other ones. There's the Titan again. This is a shackled Titan. Shackled because they don't have wings.
Why does the official Bethesda mod keep coming in here and commenting?
So yeah, as you're kind of like moving through here, you see all these
They're trying to manage the chat, but it's
cool
just kind of,
elements.
I
A
don't think
lot
it's
of the
going
cool
well.
Harbor stuff that players have seen, but kind of not in this way.
Yeah. Can you look up for me? This skybox looks
Yeah,
very
this
cool.
is Cold Harbor. So good. So good.
Do you remember years ago? Look up and just look up.
Yeah.
There's-
And then you looked up on stream. You're like, we're like, no, in game, Gina, in game.
I like my
I should
ceiling.
have done that. You should have said look up, and I'm like. But yes.
I'm glad you knew what I was getting at.
Yeah, I did.
Got a couple
got
vents up there.
I got
Got
it.
light.
Finn's intelligent. He understood.
It's actually more interesting than what I'm looking at on the screen here.
So, yeah,
Let's
you can
watch
see
the
kind
ceiling
of
for a while.
foundry Here. We're gonna
Smoke
walk through. This is a
detector.
precursor to the actual.
3 vents, actually. I got 3 vents in this room. Why do I need...
But
That's more vents than are necessary.
I have to. Like I said, I'm cheating. Press not bound to dodge. Nailed it. Here he comes. Now the Titan is actually going to come in. Like I said, this isn't a boss. It's just a flavorful encounter that we're going to kill. He's a bit beefy.
Flavorful
Like I
and
said, I hate
beefy.
to spoil stuff sometimes, but you know, we got to. I had to do that in order.
Got
to
that
finish.
beefy flavor.
So this is the pulverizing chamber, which sounds like a great place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Sounds gruesome.
Yeah, you know, it's like.
Okay, just real quick, like I don't understand why they keep saying like we're not spoiling it when they're literally going through the whole dungeon. Like all they're not spoiling is the boss fights. Like that's literally it.
You walk in here.
Why is that even a priority then?
So we're going to show you something that again it might be important in the boss fight. This chamber is pretty unique unique. So this is Quarry Master.
At least this one
Salazar.
seems like
And if you
less
look at some aspects
mechanic
of this paper,
heavy.
These walls are bladed. So they have blades.
Oh, the Deadland. I have those. I have like a ton of those lights in my house.
So
It's the same asset as the Deadlands.
Maybe.
They like glow red.
But that's gonna be something that you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I got those all
A
over my
bladed
house.
wall, I would assume.
They're gonna light up, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see here.
I recognize those.
Yeah, we're just gonna move past this and head into further. So another aspect of this is the
It's probably
refining
10 minutes of
factory.
unstoppable dialogue, so they're not. Yeah.
There's lava.
Fair, fair.
Which is not typically a Cold Harbor feature. Here you can kind of see some of the weapons. This is part of the motif that actually is awarded.
Cool
in
motif.
Dungeons. Yes, there's weapons and armor that are made out of black soul gems, which is really, really cool. So lava isn't typically something you see in Cold Harbor. So you may start looking and saying, well, I don't understand. How is there lava here? We'll get to that in a minute. But as you're walking through here, this is kind of where they refine the soul gems. You can see Daedroth are used to kind of light forges.
That's awesome.
There's some Maldrus in here, which is one of the new monsters for...
I just really thought this was going to be more like focused.
Chill Fiend Tyrant. He sounds like he's like pretty cool. What's up, man? Chill, Fiend. All right. I just make these up on the spot. I know it sounds rehearsed. These are not rehearsed jokes.
He's just naturally funny like this.
Right. Yeah.
Just that good.
He's born with it.
That's just that good. So, like I said, they're again summoning these guys.
Make it stop.
Yeah, that's why. That's one of the big reasons Dalinor is here and why he wants to stop them, because he's got, like I said, he's got a soft spot for Atronach.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like to see his friends tortured. This guy's just yelling at these little Banekin to get work. There's a chest over there.
Dude, go get the chest.
Lava in the walls. What are you doing? What are the walls, man?
This is so rough.
More forges and stuff. We wanted to really sell the idea that this is kind of where this stuff is refined and forged and stuff. This guy's poking an Atronach with a short stick.
That's great.
Which is not exactly a good idea, but maybe if you're kind of relaxed about it, then perhaps.
Yeah, if I keep watching these things, I'm gonna start hating the game.
By
I love the game, but I don't. This is like peeling back.
Yeah, and again, when
the
you all are
idea
actually
Peeling back
when
the
you're
wall and
actually doing
like
this
seeing all the
segment,
cockroaches in
things
it,
are
like
going to be attacking you. Finn has
nah, I'm
he's
good.
got a special command set, so we can just kind of walk through, have a little stroll.
Yep. That would happen.
From now on, I'll probably like stream the actual direct presentations, like their actual like choreographed, like they're like really trying things. But there's like streaming from home stuff with like actual sadists. Like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this again. But it was worth trying it out. I learned some stuff. It's fine, but yeah, once in a lifetime opportunity here.
To create the lava in here, so they're all chained up, and they're
First time you've seen one of these dungeons? Oh, dungeon
to
streams. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be more than just a dungeon stream. Like they're spending a lot more time
it's
on this than
pretty
I thought they would.
Coming.
Wait, what? Oh, it muted itself.
They're also
That's
using
bizarre.
them
Okay.
to create the lava in situations.
First it unmuted
So, this
itself,
is a
then
new
it muted
Atronach.
itself.
This is a black gem monstrosity. You can see that it's an Atronach that's completely made out of.
I mean, I knew they were going to cover the dungeons, but I didn't think they'd spend,
Which is
45 minutes doing this.
This is actually what the monster.
I just want to know what
and
else is coming
were
in
based
update
off of.
47, and I guess basically
Shoulder
nothing,
actually
or
has
else we would have covered it by now.
And then the monster mask as well.
Quality of life features,
So
know,
this is what the black gem monstrosity is with the monster mask and shoulder. For those who don't know what that is,
new
every
features.
dungeon, if
Just
you
to summarize, like
veteran,
the one thing that we've learned aside from these dungeons look cool but are going to be incredibly tedious is that you're going to have the ability to replay dialogue in NPC encounters in most quests, which some of the dialogue is great. Like a lot of it is horrible, but some of it's great. So that's going to be that's great. But we've only learned that so far, and we've just had this guy making creepy jokes, being a creep the whole rest of the time.
They're bleeding my iron Atronachs.
I heard
Dalinor is
that.
not happy about them bleeding. What? So
They're just going over the
drops them in,
dungeon
and then this really
first, and then they'll go over the base game. That's what they do in
Oh,
these
wow.
streams. Yeah, this might actually, I think
This
it's my
whole
first
room
time
is
watching
really
it too.
cool.
Yes, it is. This whole
Wow.
yeah, the whole aspect of this.
So I'm hoping we
and
get to
the
that
idea of
relatively soon.
bleeding Astronauts to get lava. And
Thank you,
stuff
Ed.
Like that is really important to this fight, and it kind of explains how they're able to. It's the secret sauce, if you will, in creating black gem weapons. Right? They tried regular fire. They tried regular lava.
I'm just the wrong audience. I just don't really care about dungeons anyway.
That's unfortunate.
I like how pretty they
Pro
look.
tip for all you Black Gem Foundry, or for all you Black Gem crafters out here.
But I just want to know
So now
more
we're
about
getting
what's
into
actually going to
more of the
happen,
upper
like
echelon of
in the overall game.
The,
So we'll get there.
the dungeon. This is where kind of like fiends are kept and stuff, and newer creatures. But this is
Someone
where
asked if they're going to show the
the,
dungeon sets, and I'm guessing like
weapons
very unlikely.
released.
Very unlikely are they
Soulbinder
going to do
Right Hand
that.
is here. This is again, we talk about telegraphing mechanics, teaching you stuff before you can becomes the important in the boss fight, and that's largely what she's doing here, introducing you to withering refracted souls. And like I said, if there were secrets in here, you would have to go off and find them by yourself. But you know, this is a forge.
So subtle.
So if you know, it might make sense to pay attention to, you know, some trade skills that you might think might be important. Maybe
Ooh,
find a hint.
That's
maybe,
cool.
maybe.
And you're the
Yeah.
worst.
I am the worst. Thanks, chat. She called me the worst.
I've called you a lot worse than the worst.
You have, and that's tame by comparison. That's what I was just trying. That was the second half of that statement. She called me the worst, but it's not the worst I've heard. I'm saying worst a lot. I think it's because I'm going to Germany next week, and I'm looking forward to the worst.
To the worst.
Get it?
Yes, yes.
The worst. The best worst, I guess.
As long as
Someone's saying he gets
you don't
funnier
get
every
stranded at 1
stream.
in the morning again.
Man,
No.
I can't imagine what this
We'll take a picture of our hotel bed. And
what this was like before then.
Chad,
so Vikand is back.
that was a
This
true
is also
story, by the way. That was a true story.
Yeah. It wasn't me. It was somebody else.
You were the accomplice.
It was unintentional. It's unintentional. I thought that you had a ride.
Yeah, that was a bold
I thought
assumption
you
you
had
made.
Well,
Spoiler. I didn't have a ride.
spoiler. Oh, I have to go kill.
Now they're all out of touch, like talking to people who, you know, like make 20K a year at Office Max, like about all this traveling they do using our money. We go to Germany all the time. Like, okay, guys.
Now we're gonna go to the Forge Master.
Good for
You
you.
can see where the final boss fight takes place.
All this traveling is very important to developing the game. Oh yeah,
Vikand is going to tell
Oh,
us
yeah.
that we're terrible people. and
100%.
Worthless.
What would I talk about if I was part of their content creator program?
He
Like
sounds
I
really confident.
I
Except he's not quite that.
just sit there clapping the whole time,
Oh.
like a goldfish. Like, oh.
All right, so this is
You're
Vikand.
so
You're
amazing.
going to see some crystals around here. You can see unique symbols. They're both color-coded and symbol.
I don't want to be tied down to one game.
Circle. That
That is
might be
cool.
important. It might be important in the fight. Like I said, I'm not even going to start this fight, so you don't see what's going on. There's a lot of moving parts to this fight.
If I want to get a job, I just go get a job.
Really excited to see this fight in action and see how people tackle it. You can also notice that the floor is separated into like grid type stuff.
Oh, it's
that
not
might be
just a
important
nice
too.
design.
That might be important too. No, it's not just a nice design. So I talked about where Vikand was when we first walked in here in the quarry. That is the quarry down there. You can actually see it.
Tic-tac-toe, somebody says, yeah.
So yeah,
You're gonna play
right
tic-tac-toe to
there,
beat this Daedra.
on the top part right there, and this is her. She's got some.
And you guys are gonna get a
weapons, but
stalemate.
That's the extent of the place we're gonna go. Sorry, Dalinor, you're gonna have to get your revenge another day. Maybe if another player takes you here. And people that want to dive into the mechanics of these fights, we can't wait to see it.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is Black Gem Foundry.
And there they are. Yep. This will all be
Yeah.
on
So-
PTS on Monday. Okay, so off topic for a second. Remember we were talking about
Yeah.
the weather and the heat and whatever. We
Yeah.
have some storms rolling
fuck's
through, and I've been
sake.
kind of keeping an eye on the radar. It's actually coming sooner than we thought.
Dude.
So, here's what I need to do personally. My dog freaks out during storms. Like he drools, he shakes. It's a mess. And he's
Enough
big, so when he
about the
drools, it's like a whole thing when it's
weather.
wet. It's disgusting. I need to give him some medicine. That like
It's
just
cool, we'll
chills him
chat.
out.
Can I have some too,
Chills him out,
Gina?
makes-
I'm gonna
makes him
go
not
over
care.
the.
I need to get chilled out.
I'm gonna go over the item sets.
I was gonna
and,
say that would be
uh,
a good time for you to do
two
that
mementos.
since I need to get
Yeah.
up.
I need a doggy
Yeah.
Valium.
Yeah.
the-
You do that.
Bring the dog
The
on
two
stream. I could
mementos-
bring him in here.
Yeah.
You can watch.
Yeah, doggy Valium is about right.
Oh wait,
I'm
is,
so-
was she? Is she
I'll
watching
even
my
show you all
stream?
what I give him. It's the best,
Jessica,
but
are
it's
you
also
watching me right
prescription,
now?
So you have to talk to your vet. This is not sponsored by this company or anything. But yeah, Finn, go ahead and show the sets, and if you have like collectibles.
Okay,
whatever,
they are
I'll be
gonna
right
show
back.
the sets. All right.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm gonna show you the item sets. Like I said, that there's a unique helm and shoulder. The helm from Naj Kaldish is based off Barsaka. The helm and shoulder from from Black Gem Foundry is based off the Monstrosity. But then there's also some other sets here. Trapmaster bracers.
Yeah, enough about ESO.
Again, Naj Kaldish.
There's a storm coming.
Naj Kaldish. This lustrous
I
silver
swear they're gonna spend the next hour just talking about the weather.
The iconless belt is from Viscount Silvery Belt.
I mean, just say I need to excuse myself for a second. We don't need all this information.
Here is a
This stream has taken 10 years off my life. I swear.
lightning set. So this is a Spellweaver set.
I need to go do a
and,
Korean shamanistic
and
purification
here
ritual after this.
shows
Get some
you,
weird outfits
some
on,
mementos. So
shaking some
seed
bells
is-
around.
The seed heavy hist bowl.
Anyone a
is
certified Korean shaman?
Naj
Because I
Kaldish
need your
better.
help.
They will have icons before we.
I
launch
need your
this, it's just
help.
the icons are still a bit missing, and we'll get those. in.
Oh.
But the mementos are.
Okay, we are
complete.
talking about the
If
sets
complete
now.
The dungeons on veteran difficulty, you get the mementos.
Oh, we're gonna see her dose the dog on stream. Is it an injection?
Hist bowl.
Oh wait, no, it's like a
That's
thing that goes in the
pretty.
mouth.
Yeah.
Here,
like
this is much more interesting. Come on, let's watch this up close
And this.
Let's watch
is
her
the
dose her dog.
Silvery Soul Gem.
with this syringe in the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, do it.
It's like a
He
fish.
dropped it. He dropped it.
Oh, doggy's
And
leaving.
He's like, oh.
Doggy's leaving. That's an old dog. That is an old poochie.
So
Oh,
those
so
are the
great.
two. Those are the two mementos.
Here we go.
That are ordered.
Here we go. It's really happening.
A unique skin.
It's really happening.
That you're when you complete both dungeons on veteran difficulty, you get the.
Yeah,
I
the
have
dog
that
loves
skin
this.
on.
The dog's like, yes, do it.
Uh,
Give you this horrible, disgusting gunk. Now I'm gonna go pass out. Okay,
this
there
is
we go.
the Skin that
Well,
you get.
that was beautiful.
I think it's called the Zanmir Defender skin.
This is what I came here for. Yeah.
It's really really cool. It's got some nice-
Watching dogs get
Yeah, I like
drugged
the
on
sheen
live
on the
TV.
gold
That's
there.
what we came here
That's
for. Right.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice. It's like it's two tone. It's got some darker gold.
Oh, that's the
inside.
skin that's coming from this? Okay, there's a reason to actually do this.
Skin.
Let's check
And
this
then
out a
there's
little
also,
closer.
A couple of unique skill styles.
Oh,
that we're
okay.
offering in here. Weakness to
Okay.
Elements orange and Fire Rune Dazzling white.
Weakness to elements and fire rune?
The
God,
range
really?
achievements in either one of those,
Why do they keep doing these skill styles for like really niche skills nobody uses? I mean,
So that's something newer that we.
maybe people use those more than I think.
But I think. skill
But
styles
I
are
just
really
want more
cool.
skill styles for
So being able to
spammables,
offer them as like rewards in dungeons.
not
is
things that were made irrelevant by Oakensole 5 years ago or whenever that came out.
There is also a dye, the Weathered Keystone Green, which is like a palish, minty, almost green.
Weathered
so,
Keystone Green.
that's another
Can
thing
you show us the
that will be
dye?
available
That's what I care
as
about.
well.
Awesome.
Okay.
So all of this is coming PTS Monday, August 18th for PC, September 3rd for consoles. And everybody
Indeed.
say hi to Gina's pupper. I see you all in chat getting
Hello.
excited about seeing him.
It's funny now he associates this medication with a storm is coming.
Oh my god, so it's like a circle of anxiety.
It is. It is, unfortunately. So
I feel that, Pupper.
I shout this stuff from the rooftops because it is amazing.
Don't
if your dog
don't
is scared
sponsor
of,
the
like,
doggy Valium.
loud noises,
Come on.
thunder, fireworks. Like with 4th of July coming up, it's this stuff, right? It's called Cilio. You have to talk to your vet and get it prescribed, but it essentially, and it's not it's not a needle, but you kind of just stick it into their gum, goes into their bloodstream, and what it does
Never
is
again.
block whatever it is in their
Never
brain that causes them to freak out and
again.
get anxious when they hear these loud noises. So it just, I was telling them earlier, like, he'll just kind of like lay down and he'll be alert and everything, but it's like he just doesn't care that this is happening. So it is a game changer. Let me tell you.
I swear, this Jessica girl is like feeling the exact same way I am. She just has to like. This is her job. This is why.
How much is it? I'll tell you what. It's not cheap, but it is worth it.
Never selling my soul
And
again.
You do have to dose based on weight, so he's pretty big. I have to give.
Bro,
him
we're
a
still
lot of this,
talking about
but
the
for
dog
something else,
Valium?
You wouldn't have to give as much. Okay. I'm so sorry because I was distracted. You went through the item sets.
Yep.
Or just the
Item sets. I talked about the item sets, mementos, and some of the unique rewards in here. I have the skin showing on my character here. That you get for doing both.
That looks
dungeons.
really cool.
It is.
Yeah, it is
I
a
like the
cool
angle
skin
metallic.
for
If
sure.
you see the, if you see the face.
I don't know if
like,
it makes
at-
the
on
dungeon
the-
worth it, but the
like
skin
cheeks
is
on the arms,
definitely.
like, it's very angular,
See, that's the
it's got,
thing, is
hard
like
lines and stuff like that, so,
my
yeah.
perception through all of this is that the aesthetics are absolutely amazing, but for some reason they got to poison pill it and just like make it impossible to get all this stuff. Like, not like it's actually hard, but just tedious. Like the price you pay for getting the goods is just enduring endless tedium. Like, not actually skill, not actual power, just like putting up with it. And I don't know, the game didn't seem to used to be like this with dungeons, but I've been kind of out of the loop for a while.
Anniversary, right?
Yeah,
we're
Ahmed,
harking back
dude,
to the
totally.
entire
Get to the
10
point. They
minutes
talk
this
so much
dungeon is set,
nonsense.
and,
Yeah,
we've had other
absolutely.
cool
Like, this is
dungeons and
ridiculous.
stuff. But it's refreshing, and it harkens back to some of that stuff.
Oh.
We've been to Cold Harbor how many times? How can we make it unique and different?
Yeah.
And look different. Same with the.
I recognize that statue back there. I got that in my house.
Stuff. So how do we make it different? So it becomes this challenge, and like I said earlier, this.
I feel you, Ahmed.
But it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun to, as it all comes together, to see.
I'm gonna start just like grabbing my toys
then,
off the shelf and showing them to
see
you.
folks
Like,
talk and jump in and get their face punched in.
here, I have this really nice
Oh.
version of
Figure it
Dante's
out.
Inferno.
That's always
Check
great.
that out. It's a nice.
The joy of watching the streams on the BTS.
It's
right?
leather bound. It's got like this nice
So great.
embossing.
Cackling sometimes.
It's actually the whole
Yeah,
Divine
yeah.
Comedy.
I
We do.
saw some people
Show you
who
some
were coming
books.
into the stream being like, "Oh, what did I miss?" Or, "Hey, are we doing something other than the dungeons?" And so,
I got
yes,
a Nintendo
we
Switch
are.
here.
The dungeons.
Check out the stickers on my
Exactly.
Switch.
So
Got some cool stickers
that was
on
the
there.
dungeons. We were looking at
I
Naj
haven't built this
Foundation Black
yet,
Gem Foundry.
but
which are coming
I got this little Lego Statue of Liberty. That's gonna be fun to build. It's like so-
effectively, but we aren't done with the stream. So what's next?
Yeah.
It was an hour of that.
Little preview.
It's
of
been an
what's
hour.
happening in this update. The first one, we're just going to do screenshots today.
Okay,
since,
can we
streams
please
are
get
a
to the
little bit
point?
long and we all have summer camp pickups to do.
Hey, Dutchman.
So this
For
first
Dante's
one
Lightning.
is Hidden Spring Cottage. It's a medium home in the Gold Coast. It's going to be
love this one.
available in the Crown Store at some point after U47.
Oh,
launches.
if they
So,
make
yeah, this
Tannehill
is-
Trade Center
just looks
obsolete,
so
make it more
cool.
streamlined
Nice. Little peaceful retreat out in the woods.
while maintaining a
And
guild
then the
trader, that would
other
be
one
monumental.
is actually
Thanks
a
for adding
noble
that,
home.
Dutchman.
Jess, you want to take this one?
Yeah, this is wild grown.
You're saying my stream is much more interesting than they are? Thank you, brother. Ahmed.
So this one is in the Westfield zone.
Oh, this is a new
is
house. Okay,
actually
let's pay it.
the final morphine collectible reward for the year. So you will be
Morphine?
able to put together
First Valium, now
fragments to
morphine?
complete this beautiful house.
What?
Starting in December with the New Life Festival.
They're gonna start promoting fentanyl next.
Chat
What is
likes
this?
it. Isn't it pretty?
I love all the little lights.
But this is a house.
Yeah, me too. Can't wait to see how everyone decorates.
That is a cool house.
All right, let's dive into some more base game stuff.
Thank
that is going to be available
God.
in update 47.
Thank
so
you,
the first
Lord.
Thing is what
Finally.
showed off towards the beginning of the stream. In case you missed it, though, we have the option to
Welcome,
replay
Kynan.
quest dialogue.
Welcome.
So if somebody came in and interrupted you when you're in the middle of trying to listen to a quest,
Mom, I'm trying to do a quest.
where you're there, you're present, but then they say it, and you're like, wait, say that again? Like, you can replay exactly what they just said, which is super cool. The next thing we have, stackable survey reports.
Oh!
Last update when we were saying stuff. This is kind of the next phase.
Yes! Everything needs to be stackable now.
So, Jess, you want to talk about this? 'Cause I'm
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No problem. So for this one,
surveys
each
are going to
trade
stack.
skill will have its own envelope, which stacks to 200.
Now I'm
The envelope
hyped.
will reveal a survey report, just like normal.
Man, why couldn't they just lead with this?
One
I
thing
could
of
have
note,
just
this is
quit
not
when they got to the
retroactive, so any
dungeons.
survey reports you currently have,
I'm never getting
will
this
go
hour of my
into
life
an
back.
envelope for that trade skill. But once update
Except in heaven.
47 launches, from then
Jesus will give it
onward,
back.
any new survey reports you get will work this way, and it'll stack.
Nice.
Exciting.
Okay, good.
Chat's happy. Isn't that nice? So yeah, this will be on PTS on Monday and launching.
Stenographer, please read back the record of the last
Next
character
thing we
died.
wanted to touch
Yeah, it's like
on,
having your own
we
court
have
stenographer.
some sensitivity settings.
Oh, like Dead Zone stuff? Like they
things
brought
that
in
are
for the controller?
No, just kidding. For her gamepad and mouse.
Oh, now
so
she's making
basically,
jokes like
this
he
going
is.
To be some additional
No,
look speed sensitivity
no, perk.
settings. That
Surveys are
allow
not
you to
stackable
adjust
yet.
By horizontal, vertical, first person, and third person.
I think they mean like
So,
all of
yeah,
them.
just
Like
little
they're
quality of life
stackable in
in
terms
there
of
that
like the
should
specific
hopefully
one. Like if you have like
allow
4
you to
Banker Eye
just
jewelry
further adjust and
surveys,
customize
yes,
how you
but they're
do
talking
it.
like all the jewelry, all the
Then I'm
blacksmithing.
gonna
It's
let
all
you
going to
take
stack
this
until you
next
identify
one.
it.
It is related to Infinite Archive.
Yeah.
We're calling it the Vision Reroll.
Man, I
You
cannot
wanna
wait
talk
for
about
the new
this?
body,
Yes,
for the new heaven, for the new earth.
So yes, so we have heard,
I just fell asleep again.
the-
Infinite Archive. I can't play that
Wild
without
Force
falling
players
asleep.
That talk about, oh man, I hate to get a little bit into a run and 3 arcs, and then I have no, I just didn't get the right vision choices and stuff. So we have added a way that when you're presented with vision choices to re-roll the available visions that are presented.
Okay.
It will.
I'm sorry. I
cause
know a
an
lot of people like
increasing
Infinite
amount of
Archive. It's
archival
just
fortune,
like
so you can't just do it forever.
I
But
can't.
then
I don't know why it's so boring to me.
That amount resets every time you're presented.
Yeah, they're gonna be like
with
Master Ritz
so,
perk, exactly.
It allows you to kind of spend a little bit of those.
It's just a
harder
personal
archival
preference thing. I'm not trying to
fortunes
diss if you really
to
like
get
Infinite
better
Archive, but
chance
I've
to
never
proceed
understood the
and
appeal.
with the visions that are
I've tried to play a whole lot of it, but it's like I never get it.
I like
Nice
that one.
little change.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
The last thing we wanted to
Last?
tell you about, we're actually
Already?
going to show you what this thing is. So I'm gonna
That's-
hop back in game. Finn, do you want to just
That's-
head to like
It?
any zone? I guess.
Oh, it's
You remember what this is?
he's gonna be tested,
I just realized we actually didn't.
bro. Just
Sync up.
click.
Go to,
No,
like,
no.
Black
Before we
Marsh or
start.
Oh,
something.
for-
Yeah, yeah.
just
yeah.
pick one.
No.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
right
have
there is
to-
fine.
It'll have
Oh,
to
yeah.
spin up its own if I have to go to Black Marsh.
Oh,
It'll
that's
take-
fair. Yeah, yeah.
Solstice is good.
Solstice is good. Yes. It
I
should
just
be.
thought of Black Marsh because that is always where I get dismounted.
I started listening to an Elder Scrolls podcast. The two hosts, are the most monotone, boring hosts.
She's spoiling it, Chad.
Yeah.
Good.
I
You
know,
know, this is
spoiling
supposed to
it.
be a
I don't know,
spoiler-free
like-
Spoiling it.
stream. I just have given up.
I'm starting to feel like I'm the most
Yeah.
interesting thing
Actually,
in this
looks like
community,
it's probably. I don't think anybody's in.
which is
Solstice anyway,
pretty
so
sad.
it's
I
gonna-
mean,
it probably could have gone anywhere, but that's okay.
I'm just
That's
starting
okay.
out.
Fill
Like
time,
I
stretch,
only have
stretch.
3K subs. Like
let's
I,
see, what can
there
we
should be
talk about?
something
So
or
right
someone more
after this,
interesting than
we're
me.
actually going to be talking about Writhing Wall a little bit. I'm not going to get
Please.
into all the details. What were we saying yesterday?
Yeah, it's been an hour and they've only been talking about the dungeons and the weather.
Shades and the
Oh
hair. Said something
my
about like
Lord!
I-
Come on!
That
You said something
out
about.
Why is he
with
playing
no
on a
context.
potato? It's
Listen.
taking him 5
What
minutes to
were we
load the
talking
zone.
about shaved? And
The
I was
shaved
like,
details.
Shaved
Shaved
details.
Listen, okay,
Yes.
because we
Bruh.
Okay, guys.
We were talking about how, like, oh, we're not going to get into the hairy details.
Why
and
is it
Finn's like,
taking
yeah,
him
only
so?
the
Is he
shave
running this
details.
on like
Only the
a
shave details.
an
And then
optical
I believe
hard
we said
drive?
yesterday we probably shouldn't say that on stream.
Does he
I
not
believe
have
that
an
is something
SSD?
that we said at
God,
the
you got-
time
you
was we
fuck.
probably shouldn't say that on stream.
You guys are not funny. Hush. What I want to know is why it's taking him literally 5 minutes to load Solstice. I mean, it takes me literally 5 to 10 seconds, if that, on a PS5 Pro. Like, what the? Okay, where are we looking at here?
Slow loading because this is an internal server.
Tara 274.
Yeah. And
Ben, you can
so-
probably
He's
explain it a
on
little bit better
Windows
than I can,
Vista.
but
Yeah, it kind of looks
Uh,
like it.
Basically, a zone isn't actually up until somebody goes inside of it. So it takes a little bit.
Did this mute itself again? Yeah, it muted itself.
You're traveling
Keeps
down the
doing
East
that.
Coast
Keeps
zone.
bugging
It takes
out.
less time to spin up because it doesn't take any time to spin up. You just have to join it. But because
I
we're on
see
an
why you make
intro
the
server,
snoring
we're gonna be on this
noises.
server.
They're like the WoW developers. I've never watched a
That
WoW
went a long
stream,
way.
Thank
so I
you
have
for
no
that
idea.
Or
explanation.
you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not system shame.
I hope I don't get slaughterfish here, but I don't think I will.
Well, I'm just saying,
so
man.
this is
like,
cool. I'm on a mount.
I swear
I'm
this
on a
dude is
giant
running
mount. Oh,
an
you
optical
hit
hard
water.
drive on.
Oh, what's
Oh,
this?
look
It's
at that!
swimming. My mount is
You're
swimming. Yay! Swimming mount.
You are shitting me.
That is the best quality
Yay!
of
Now,
Oh my gosh,
you
how
know-
many times do you get dismounted?
No.
You're going through a little
Yes.
puddle.
Yeah.
Uh,
You don't have to do that.
Now
you can be
this
like, oh,
is
I'm gonna
a
jump across.
stream.
This would have dismounted me. This would have
Yep. Oh,
dismounted me.
you would have
It
been
doesn't
dismounted a long time
anymore.
ago.
Yeah, it doesn't dismount me anymore.
This is pod racing, motherfucker.
Awesome.
Oh my
Yes,
god,
this is one of those
yes.
quality of life changes. That's
Yes.
really, really awesome.
So they're all gonna be
Now
able to
go.
swim?
You can mimic the ornogs that were released a while ago, which are the fish dog looking things. Now you
Like,
can actually
woo.
mimic the art that we had for them where they were jumping through the water and stuff. You can actually get on them
Yes.
and do that exact same thing.
Bruh.
Doornog mount. Doornog? Doorstop?
Water
Ornog.
puppies, that's
Ornog.
right.
Ornog.
Ornog.
Or she doesn't even know what it's called.
Yeah. I mean, we have ornog mounts.
Oh the fuck.
They just couldn't swim
We have
before.
s-
We just couldn't swim before.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're
My
right.
stream broke. I'm watching it
But
here.
anyways,
I'm trying to
that is,
monitor it.
Mount swimming. Yay!
It's gonna make just running around so much
What's going
easier,
on?
so much
So much
smoother.
easier. So
Yeah,
much
you don't have to worry about
There
constantly
we go.
getting dismounted when you're going through like
Okay.
puddles or water, whatever.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
it's
Why
gonna
couldn't
be
they just lead with this? This is
super
this
nice.
is amazing.
And that is kind of
No
our last,
underwater.
Mount
our last
swimming.
major
Writhing wall.
feature.
I saw-
Oh, no underwater.
Sorry, I saw somebody
no.
in chat asking. No underwater. This
you're
is
doing
just.
like a dog
Well, of
paddle.
course you're not
you
going
won't be dismounted.
underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Underwater's a whole different can of worms.
Yes.
They're never
Yeah.
gonna do that.
It would not be if we did underwater. It would not be a cursory. Oh, by the way, you can go underwater. That would not be how.
I
that
mean,
would
maybe.
go. Yeah, large.
Very
Someday.
large.
Very
announcement.
highly
but yeah,
doubt
this
it.
is this is really a big deal.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is an awesome.
There
deal.
is also the writhing wall is really cool.
I mean, you can go underwater
It's
in
so cool looking. I love
Mhm.
it.
in Oblivion.
And that
and
actually
that's so
is
much
a
fun.
really great segue because we would
Like
like
I've
to
done
talk.
Whoa.
It's like we planned this. We would like to talk a little bit about Writhing Wall because part of
Okay.
it will actually be on PTS on Monday, despite it not coming out until Q4.
Yeah,
So,
it's not even until update
Finn,
48.
As usual, it's been a pleasure having you on stream.
Bye.
Awesome.
Thank you for
Been
being here. Thank you for
Bye. Bye.
demonstrating
Bye.
the very exciting.
Nothing but
outline.
shaved facts for everybody. Nothing but
Shave-
shaved details.
That's why we bring you.
Oh
on.
yeah, you're so
Yeah,
funny.
right. All the shaved details that you could muster.
Okay, now we're gonna
Thank
have you
you,
leave.
Finn. This is fun.
Like, okay now.
Okay,
All right,
bye.
I'm gonna mute myself.
This
Have
dude
fun.
tortures
Alright, we're
small
gonna bring
animals
in
for fun.
Michelle, if I push the right.
No, don't leave. I see people being like, "Amazing stream, bye." No.
No,
we're
no,
not
we're
Sup,
not leaving. We're
Michelle?
just switching
done.
over
Not done.
to talk
You
to
got a
Michelle
dog
now.
too.
And Michelle's
Yep,
got her
we're
pup
not
in the
done.
back too. All right, so
Yep.
Michelle Graves, thank you so much.
Sup, bruh?
Everyone has probably seen you in what was it called? The ESO Direct that happened in April.
Yeah, no, I remember her.
We had you joining us so you could talk a little bit about Writhing
Go
Wall. You're gonna be
enjoy
talking
the
more
weather.
about it today. But before we get to that,
He's gonna come back
let's
just talk
have
about the
you
weather for 5
introduce
minutes.
yourself and talk a little bit about some things that you have done for ESO.
Hi, my name's
that you
Michelle.
recognize.
That's gonna be her voice.
Awesome.
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
not.
I'm excited
Damn.
to be here today for my
But-
live stream debut.
Can they?
I've been part of the team for about 12 years now, so I've worked on a variety of different content.
They only give a
in
mic
that
to
time.
Gina.
As a quest designer, I worked on the Jesters Festival in Clockwork City. I was even on Finn's team for a while way back.
Oh, I'm
Did
sorry
some
to hear that.
content support for.
I'm just
It was a dark time.
yeah.
Yeah, no
I hate to
doubt.
talk about that.
Guys, I'm not even in there. Why are you? I'm not even there.
Mute yourself,
still hear
bro.
No, I did some content support for
Yeah.
Wolf Hunter and Wrathstone Dungeons and Sunspire, and then
No,
more
she's a
recently,
legit-
I've been working on the Zone Story team for most of our chapter updates.
She's a
But
legit gamer.
Today, I'm excited to give you the
She's one of the
sneak
reasons the game
shake
is good.
details about the latest thing I've been working on, which is our new Battle for the Writhing Wall event.
The wax
Cool.
details. Hey, before you get started with that, I'm gonna say chat is a huge fan of dogs, and they are freaking out because they just want to see. I think all they can see are your dogs.
No, I want to hear about the writhing wall. Everyone has a dog. My neighbors have dogs. They bark at 5 a.m. and wake me up.
Kiara.
People around the block, they
And
have
her role
dogs.
is
They
to
chase me down the
lay
street.
there and be
I don't
lazy.
need to know about
All
your
work.
freaking
Excelling
dog.
at her role.
Excellent.
Yeah.
She's
what a
an
sweetheart.
excellent performer.
Is she a German Shepherd?
Yes.
It's a noise bucket.
Look at her, passed out.
And
Mine-
just a pile of hair.
Yeah.
It's what
Oh.
people get when they
Don't
can't
I
or
know
they're
it.
too lame or lazy to have kids.
Listen, this is so lame. For Christmas last year, I kept saying all I
Oh,
want
God,
is a new
here
vacuum
we
cleaner.
go.
And I
What?
know that sounds
Now she's
just
talking
so
about
cliche,
vacuum
but, like,
cleaners.
there's so much hair that's constantly like just flying around here, and now it's like I happily just walk around with my little Dyson, and I'm like, I vacuum up all the hairballs now, and anyway.
Yep, I got one of
I
those
am the
robot
little things.
vacuums.
You know, I used a robot vacuum for a while at our old house, and then we moved, and there's so many like little traps. for it
Oh,
here
I have
that
a
just
frog.
haven't
I have a log.
in the new place.
A frog on a log with a dog
It is
playing
it's
Pog.
definitely a godsend. German shutters. Yep.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
No, just move
That is
It's
on.
always shedding season.
It, even when it's not shedding season, it's shedding season. At least for ours over here, I can pull out clumps of undercoat, and it's like the size of Jess's dog. Like it's.
Oh
much
my
hair.
lord! I just want to hear about the writhing
Just gotta
wall.
hold it.
I believe that.
Okay, so writhing wall.
So
Yeah.
Please.
Why don't you
Yeah.
just quickly recap of what this is? Because we've talked about it only once in April
Please.
and haven't really touched on it since then.
Sure.
You could
So
move
this
back
is
in the
a
screen.
new
You know, we don't
community
need to
event,
stare at your
where
dog.
Each server's community has to work together to combat the worm cult and destroy the writhing wall on Solstice.
PSNA is going to
to
win.
participate, you can do new event
100%.
quests, kill cultists in Daedra, explore invaded delves and public dungeons, take on a new world boss on Solstice, or defend invaded siege camps.
PSNA is
And
going to win.
all of these activities
Calling it
will
now.
progress the event. And then as the event moves through its different phases, we have even more cool stuff planned as the event progresses. So, and this
Awesome.
event is not limited to people who have access to Solstice. Anybody can participate and support the war effort. We have a support camp set up on the island of Stirk, where you can gather supplies and craft armor or rack up Daedra kills to support
Dude, what is this
the
an
war
ad
effort
for
there
up
as
in the
well.
corner? Oh,
So this really is the whole
it was
server
an
coming
ad for
together
Audible.
to take
Wow.
part in this
Okay.
event.
Yeah.
And different servers may progress at different times, right? So this is kind of
In-game
a
vacuum cleaner.
first of its kind event that we're
Yeah,
doing.
we're going to get a Roomba.
Yep.
A
yep.
Roomba pet.
And at the end of
Epic.
the event, we open up access into Western Solstice. So breaking down the wall will like have a real impact on being able to access that zone.
Yeah.
Now, one of the other cool things about this that we haven't done a lot with right now is all these different phases. As you progress through, things are going to start changing a little bit in the zone as you get through different phases, right?
Yes, we have these new siege camp incursions that will appear along the writhing wall. And as the community bolsters the defenses on Solstice and on Stirk, fortifications at these camps will visually change and upgrade.
That's cool.
So each phase they'll get progressed, get a little bit nicer.
Oh, they're kind of like
The
bringing
camps will
building
also
into the
get
game.
tougher to defend as the worm cult then starts to push back. We get some increased difficulty in the waves there.
Huh. Yeah, I'm so stoked for this
And
overall. Like,
saw
Writhing Wall, I think
just
is going to
a
be one of the
little
coolest
sneak
things
peek
they've
of what
ever
that
done in the
looks
game.
like as the phases progress. Now,
And don't get me wrong, I've been
uh,
pretty negative this stream, but like I love the
do you
game.
want to touch
I
on rewards?
love the game. Just this is
Like
so
what
cringe.
players are kind of working towards and some of the things they can get?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we have some fun rewards planned. A unique worm writhe, I think I said it right, outfit
That
style.
was the word. That was the word we were screwing up.
Worm
What were we
Writhe.
calling it? It was
Worm
like
Writhe?
Worm
I don't know what we were
Writhe.
saying, but it just
Cool.
you guys, we just could
We
not
got- I
pronounce this word.
practiced.
Stood in front of the
I
mirror
practiced
last
to write
night.
it down.
Word Writhe. It's like I don't know if you ever did theater in school, but like all the
Yes.
like lips,
The tongue
teeth,
twisters.
Word Writhe. Anyway, please keep going. Don't let me interrupt.
Oh, yeah, the worm writhe outfit style, a new bone caltrop skill style, and a worm writhe Hashimoto pet that you can earn through doing these event quests.
Okay.
And in phase 3 of the event, there will be a unique title that is only accessible during the event. Now,
Very,
right
very
now
cool.
on
A festival during the event.
right
Is that
now
what she
on
said?
PTS, we are only testing the first 2 phases of the event, which include the repeatable quests and event quests and the next solstice storylines quest. This is set up a little different on PTS than it will be on live.
Cosmetics are a $1 billion
The threshold
industry.
to progress the phases has been reduced for a much faster
They love the
transition.
jumpy, happy feelings.
We are testing the event phases in multiple
I'm
parts.
fine
so
with
the final
cosmetics
phase,
being
phase 3 of the event is not
that
going to be accessible
popular.
on PTS yet. The event quest and zone story, they are
I just like
unique
keeping
and
things
tied
on
to the event
topic when we're
progress,
delivering
so the phase 3
information.
portions of those will also not be accessible on PTS yet.
But I love cosmetics
but,
too.
We have some really cool stuff planned for phase 3. It's just not ready for prime time yet.
Makes sense. Yeah, sometimes we do things a little bit differently on the PTS than we do on live for the sake of testing. So I'm sure we'll have some details about what those differences are, as Michelle mentioned in the PTS patch notes next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get this on PTS and get everyone to check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
That was it.
Yeah, so if players have feedback, I assume they can do /feedback in game. We'll have some forum threads set up if you want to provide feedback there. Is there anything specific that you are looking for from players when they're on PTS testing this?
Probably just mainly event messaging, which is unique. We have a whole new UI to like show the event progress in the activity finder and on the
Cool.
maps. So like how accessible are things? Like is it clear what the activities are for the event and then how
This
to
is
access them?
definitely
I think
inspired
that'd be
by
really great
Helldivers.
feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And then general feedback about how fun the activities are and how rewarding they feel.
Yeah. But not the length of time it takes to complete these, since that is going to be compressed for PTS, right?
Yeah, we're fudging that on PTS. It's a compressed timeline to kind of get more testing in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hide
And
hit
this
plates.
is
Yes,
coming out in
absolutely.
October.
There's a word
the
for
event.
those. Forget what it's called.
So people
Yep.
can look forward to it then on the live servers and then PTS next week.
Yeah, why aren't they in the office? That's a good question.
You know what we haven't done in a long time?
Talked about the weather?
Do you think maybe we should give away some content pass
That's true.
codes?
Yeah,
Chat,
let's do it.
Chat, you want some content pass codes? We can do that.
Already got it.
It's been a minute, so I need to set it up. Yes? Yes? Okay, cool. What should the keyword be, do you think? And it has to be something I can spell. So not wormwood or whatever.
Wubba lubba dub dub. Keyword
I'm
The
saying
squanch.
I'm saying doggo.
We're not doing shaved.
the-
Come
for the-
on.
Oh gosh. Oh, Tenfest is another good one.
A lot of doggos. Okay, hold on.
A lot of doggos.
We'll do some doggo. Jess, I actually saw one of yours. What the heck? Do you guys see that text
No?
on the screen?
Yes.
Is it just me?
No, yeah, we all see that.
Oh, giveaway.
What the
Hashtag
heck is
giveaway.
what is that? Where did that come from?
You did it.
What
I do see it.
Vacuum
God, that is-
2025.
what
Obnoxious.
setting
What have I
is that?
missed?
Okay, hold on. We're not going to do
Shadow?
No, but it went away.
Bruh,
Well,
you
'cause I
missed an
hit it, but
hour
I
of them
don't even
talking
know,
about the
like,
weather.
how- Guys, I haven't actually started it yet. Hold on.
Absolutely cringe ass millennial jokes. a dude who tortures small animals for fun, and then about 10 minutes of actually interesting content. So you're going to be able to swim on your mount now. If you guys want this giveaway, just go to the Twitch chat. I'm going to mute him for a little bit. So you're going to be able to swim on your mount. Survey reports are going to be stackable. They're doing something with the Infinite Archive, and also you're going to be able to replay. You're going to be able to replay quest audio if you missed it and you really like a particular voice actor or something. I'm just going to sit there and listen to Shea Gorath all day long. But yeah, this was really just a whole lot of nothing. It's an hour and 19 minutes of just like, what is the female version of a circle jerk? Like, I don't know. This is like I said from the beginning, I'm never doing this again. So I will stream like actual presentations where they're not all sitting in their house on crappy webcams with terrible audio, talking about their dogs and promoting dog Valium. That's got to be illegal what she did, honestly. I don't know, because it's a prescription medication she was promoting on stream. I don't know, man. It's just this has honestly been incredibly painful. And now everyone's just saying doggo because they just want free stuff. Like, yeah, the main point for me, like basically this whole stream could have been slimmed down is you can now swim on your mount. You can now swim on your mount. Like the dungeons look cool, but the very first one they showed, yeah, now it's time to do a summary really quick. The first one they showed is like that there's a mechanic right at the beginning of the dungeon where you need at least 2 people and your companion can't do it. So you can't solo the first dungeon. They're both like insanely mechanic heavy. Like there's grappling hooks, pressure plates, things you can only do with at least 2 players. So there's some pretty cool rewards, and the dungeons themselves are designed very beautifully. But mainly, it's just really sad, just like how much of our time they wasted with this. The dungeons could have been synthesized down to like 5 minutes each. We didn't need to literally run through the whole thing. They should have led with the quality of life features, in my opinion, and there really aren't many. There really are not many quality of life features being introduced. And Writhing Wall doesn't happen until update 48, but you're going to be able to do like a mini version of the Writhing Wall in playtest starting in a week. And yeah, I really feel like that that basically summarizes everything. Yeah, I really feel like giving drugs to your dog on live stream. Maybe not like but then she like put the syringe up to the camera and was talking about how great it was. She was literally promoting petrochemical based veterinary drugs on stream. Yeah, they have one of the coding nerds, but I don't know, that guy just creeped me out. That thin guy, he just gave me like the worst vibe. Like he's someone that if he came within 10 feet of my children, you know, there would be a response. You know what I mean? Like, and he's the main, he's like the encounter designer for the game. So he like does most of the dungeon encounters and stuff. And so if anyone's wondering why the dungeons feel like badly designed and toxic recently, like it's probably this guy's fault. And I could just tell from his physiognomy, he's one of these creepy, overweight dudes who I'm sure is into all sorts of perverted crap and just wants to hurt people. Like, I'm sorry, I studied Jungian psychoanalysis and physiognomy, and I can just never... You can really judge a book by its cover when it comes to people, and that dude was a freaking creep. And we just had to endure him and his creepy, lame, cringe millennial jokes. These guys talking about the weather, dosing their dogs with Valium. Like, okay, maybe we're actually getting back to something relevant here.
Maybe
Let me
it's
see.
this one. Sorry, Finn, you're on camera again, just so you know.
Yeah, dude, he's a predator for sure. He really gives me the vibe of a predator.
Hopefully this is the one you meant. Yeah. No, it's all good.
She herself had a syringe for sure.
Okay, the fourth winner.
Keep the peanut butter jar away from him and the dog.
So
Stay
yeah, there's
out,
that. Michelle, we're
bro.
coming back to you.
Dutchman.
There we go.
The fourth one was chat.
Chat
Fourth
one
winner was
to
chat.
All
Oh.
right, let's
There you go.
find.
Keep him out of unmarked
somebody
white
to
vans
play
with candy is what I say.
otherwise.
Wait,
I wanna
no,
wish everybody. I was gonna say a great weekend, but it's only Tuesday.
Yay! Okay, we're saying goodbye. They're gonna talk about the weather for another 30 minutes. Wow. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do for the rest of this? Yeah, I'm not making the stream team. You know what? You know what happens with the stream team? What I'm going to do after this is I'm going to give you guys an exclusive look at my most recent member video. That'll be kind of fun to watch. But people who make the stream team get stuck at like 1 to 2K subs. They never make it past that. Is Hack the Minotaur part of the stream team? Is Deltia part of the stream team? No, it's where mediocrity congregates. And so from time to time, I've thought, it might be kind of cool to get access to all the assets, to have my ass covered for copyright reasons. But like, you have to sign a waiver saying you will not shit talk the game, even when it absolutely deserves it. And let me say, if you guys have been watching I never actually shit talk the game. I never do, because I love the game. Like, there's so much to love in the game. Like, you know, you don't have to play the frickin' dungeons. You don't have to do anything really. You can just focus on cosmetics the whole time. You can just do whatever the crap you want to do. And it's fine. That's what I really love about this game, is there's just so much to do. But man, I am really like trying hard in my life in general not to be toxic, and for that to happen, I need to avoid situations like this where there's just such unfocused mediocrity. Like, I swear, if I'd been running this stream, I could have gotten all that information across in probably 15 minutes without making turn down for what jokes. Like, dude thinks he's Little John, without dosing my dog with Valium, without freaking out about a storm coming. Oh no. I was just so weak. I don't know what to do. But hey, so please join the Spopes Army membership. For those who are not members, I'm going to go ahead and play my most recent member video to kind of give you an idea of what they're all about. It's just me on my phone taking walks and talking about stuff. So we'll do that as a palate cleanser here in a minute, and then I'm going to go. And I don't really know what else there is even really to talk about. Again, there were like 2 things that happened. They showed the dungeons. We're getting stackable survey reports. Your mount can swim in the water. Writhing Wall PTR. The Writhing Wall is going to be in the next PTR, even though it doesn't come till update 48. So with that out of the way, I'm just going to put my member video on here. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more coffee, and I'll be right back. This is me talking about why I joined YouTube in general and what I really hope to do over the next few years here.
A big hello to all my loyal members, whether you're watching this the day it comes out or 10 years from now, just know that I appreciate
Yeah,
you
I'll
so
try to
much
stay
for joining the
positive,
channel.
Flying Dutchman. And the way I'm going to do
Supporting
that
me
is by
directly.
never watching one of these streams again. Be right back.
Something urged you to become a part of this community, and whatever it is, I appreciate you. God bless you. Expanding on the theme we've been talking about the last couple videos, the first one being just kind of a primer to my life, all the horrible things I've been through, and the other one being about AI displacing jobs. Well, you know, AI is also great. I just spent about the last hour having a long conversation with Grok, which is my favorite AI chatbot. It's a lot smarter than any of the other ones. That doesn't mean I love Elon Musk or anything like that. I'm pretty ambivalent. But the products the man at least puts his stamp on and seems to know everything about tend to be really good. So Grok is good, X is good. But I do want to mention, despite my personal qualms over the platform, I am going to start a dedicated Discord server for members at
Thank you,
hero
Ahmed.
level and higher.
Thank you.
So that's coming
Thanks
soon.
everyone for watching.
Pardon me. This is all part of my strategy here. So last week, we were talking about AI displacing jobs.
I was just talking
Doing
with
the job I
the
had.
boys about this last
That
night.
wasn't really a job, it was a freelance job, but I made quite a bit of money doing it during the peak of the CBD phenomenon, cannabidiol.
You guys might find this interesting. I totally understand
AI
if you
couldn't
go,
do
though.
content back then.
I'll be back with more
and
content
now it
soon.
can. So
This is my way of finishing up.
people have just dropped me. I think I mentioned that one client literally burned their own facilities down to avoid bankruptcy or to try to scrape as much money
True
as they
story.
could together through insurance scams before the whole thing collapsed.
True story.
And these people they're stoners, you know, so
Yeah, Telegram could work too.
they're
That's a good point.
paranoid, psychotic assholes. And
Yeah,
I had about 3 or 4
good point,
clients
Perk.
who were all paranoid, psychotic assholes. And that was how I made my money. I never thought it was going to last forever, but I was just waiting for a prompting from the Holy Spirit to really tell me what to do. And so I was talking to Grok about content creation. So here's one thing. AI
Telegram
can do
is a good
content
option.
writing now, way cheap. So you have to compete with AI, both in its accuracy, like you can't make a single spelling error, and you have to compete with it for pricing. So there's no point. I figured that out. It's scary. I'm letting go of something I've done for like 7 years of my life. Geez, no, like 9 years of my life. Just bye, goodbye, no more. But it actually makes a whole lot of sense because influencer marketing, got some mosquitoes out tonight. Influencer marketing
It's getting hot in here.
is growing. And we started talking, me and Grok, about barriers to entry. So right now you can gain traction in the algorithm on YouTube with only 1,000 subscribers. I mean, I've seen that. I started at 1,000 in January, now I'm at 3,000. Growth is fast, but by 2028, leading analysts predict that you'll need 5,000 just to get traction. And you're gonna get paid less and less for sponsorships, which, by the way, that's gonna be my bread and butter. It's about time for me to start selling again. I was like, Lord, please don't make me sell. Take this cup away from me. I'm like, no, Lord, thy will be done, not my own. It just has to happen. I am good at selling. I'm good at writing. I don't do much writing anymore. But my
Unfortunately.
YouTube descriptions are epic.
Unfortunately, I'm good at selling.
And writing helps you think, helps you arrange your thoughts. So I also am pretty good at graphic design. I'm getting better at that. So over the years, God has provided me with all the tools I need to make this successful. He's even provided me with a reasonably undeformed face and a pretty good charisma. And it's absolutely crazy. Every time I log into ESO these days, someone's like, hey, are you Spopes from YouTube? I'm like,
This is for real. It's starting to
"That's
freak me out.
I can't hide anymore. Everybody knows who I am. which is great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. It's just, it's a little intimidating at first, especially as a guy who's never been famous in anything. I've always been the guy behind the guy, just writing the articles for the psychotic, stoned out weirdos. But, you know, I'm done with that. I've really been done with that for years. There was one guy who just wouldn't pay me except like every 4 months or so. I could never figure out why. I think his company was just failing. And there's the guys who burn their shit down. And there's a really nice Armenian guy who I think has just realized he doesn't need my services anymore, finally. And, you know, there's another Armenian. There's lots of Armenians working in CBD, or at least there were.
For real.
And they're probably all quitting now and, I don't know, getting involved in influencer marketing or something. These ethnic groups, they're all nicely tied together. They always tell each other, hey, you should do this. Okay, well, I'll do this together. Okay. And they all just go and do it. It was really funny with CBD. Like, I swear, one Armenian guy said, hey, CBD good. And all the other Armenian guys like, okay, I'll do CBD. And it was, you know, it worked for its time. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be stereotypical or racist. These were some of my best friends at the time and great guys. But it was funny seeing how they all just kind of behaved like a school of fish, just going and eating up whatever was there. And what's happening now is that the barrier to entry for content creation is only going up, while at the same time, rewards for established content creators are also going up. So my thinking, and really it was just God pushing me along, I swear, the hand of God. I didn't even really know I was doing this, but getting started now. And by the way, this has just shown the providence of God in so many ways. Like, I mean, everything, I'll get into how we got our house eventually. You know, there's lots of stuff I just want to just praise the Lord about. But just for now, and God's hand guided me into content creation right before I think it became impossible to become a content creator. I mean, probably by 2027, 2028, it really will be basically impossible to just get started out of nowhere.
This is a long one. I think I'm going to cut it short.
But at the same time,
Get to a good stopping point.
basically all data entry, all customer service, all, you know, anybody working with interacting with humans or inputting or organizing human or machine generated data, they'll all be like, "Who? They took our job," you know, and they'll just try to figure out what the fuck to do with their lives. And so they'll all try to become content creators. But by that time, I will have achieved my goals.
Yeah.
And so right
So
now,
you're a
I'll
game
admit,
dev.
it's scary. The total lack of
Or like
money
just
I'm
in
making.
general.
And so again, big thanks to everyone who's a member of the channel.
Yeah.
It may seem like not a lot, and you know, honestly, it isn't a lot. But once there are a few hundred of you,
Maybe I'll
that'll
keep
be
this.
a big
Maybe I'll
chunk
do the whole video here,
of what I need.
at least till the train comes.
And then we're just going to keep going, because right now sponsors will pay me like maybe $100 for a video. But once I have 20,000 views a video, that becomes more like 400. And if I keep creating
Yeah,
5
AI
epic videos a week,
is for real.
and you start doing the math, this starts to become
Even my buddy doing
an
wine.
infinitely
Like he's a wine
scalable
salesman.
venture. And you know, aside from war racketeering,
Also, the
drug
boomers are all
dealing,
dying.
other things that are just like either flagrantly immoral or illegal, I can't think of anything that is like this. Anything. It all has caps, and it's all going to get automated and replaced. Even lawyers and doctors. Hi, I'm Steve Poop. I am a lawyer. Hi, I'm Gerald Boblet. I am a doctor. Well, your shit getting taken by AI, boy. It's all gonna be gone very, very soon. The one thing AI cannot automate is a human being, a personality, charisma, presence, relatability.
That's awesome, man.
It can't.
You're a
Maybe,
full-time dev.
like, in the next evolution,
Following your dream. That's
100
awesome.
years from now, 50, 75 years from now, maybe AI will be able to do that.
In
I
the
don't
end,
know.
this is
I
only
really
going to
just don't
boost
think that AI
creativity.
can ever
It's going to enshrine
actually
creativity.
capture the creative spark of what it is to be a human being, to be a special little snowflake. But really, like, all that shit in those 90s books, we're all special, we're all unique. I mean, I think that was the collective unconscious trying to get us prepared for the fact that all service-oriented jobs, even at the highest ends, like banking investment executives, people telling war criminals and racketeers what to do with all their blood money, how to make their 300 million into 500 million. AI already automated the insurance actuary business 5 years ago, just most people don't know about it yet. So all these things where people have been making money off of other people's
No, for real. It's all going to be based on...
That's going to go away too.
Just a sec. It's all going to be based on data collection. So already you're having your data harvested and stolen, essentially, and they're using that data to make judgments on you that will eventually take place in the courtroom too. Probably my next video will be out the data revolution on the membership.
It's all going to go away. The one thing,
because people are gradually becoming aware of this, and they're going to want rights to their data, which we should have. Like, all legal precedent says we should have rights to our data. They're just thriving on ignorance right now. The fact that people don't know that. You don't know that you have a legal right to be compensated for the data they're collecting from you. But people, hopefully, all help, are becoming aware of this.
Thing that will still be here. The one thing that will be able to position you above all the people slowly dying off of drugs and addictive video games and universal basic income, UBI. The one thing that will set you above and beyond the pack while also really providing genuine value. Like, I'm not trying to just feed off of you guys. I'm trying to make this a reciprocal arrangement where I provide something, you provide something, the way that a true exchange-based economy is supposed to work. That's going to be it. So often God asks us to make these leaps of faith where my little rodent brain is telling me, no, go find more writing gigs. Go find someone to buy your writing. Take 5 cents a word, it's fine. Take 3 cents a word, it's fine. But no, I'm good. I am thankful for those who came before me, who paved the road, so I don't have to struggle. And this is my way of giving back to them. I could just go, just keep grinding in some kind of dead-end field, or I could really aspire for greatness. I could take what has been given to me and magnify it and expand it for the current age. I mean, so our family legacy comes mainly from road construction. Well, by the time I'm the age, my grandpa sold his company to Richie and made a cool few mil, the robots will be doing all that. The robots will be building the roads. They'll be picking the vegetables. They'll be... So AI will start doing everything.
You can actually buy an Optimus robot for $60K this year. You can just buy one. And there's a competing company too.
Everything having to do with data.
And then the second that becomes less than the cost to hire someone, what's going to happen, right?
With thoughts and numbers and ideas. Well, not necessarily ideas, not creative ideas, but just the pencil pushing, the number crunching. In 5 years, 10 years max, all that will be gone. Accountants gone. All of it. We might have lawyers still be relevant. There's a bug.
Eventually.
Eventually
ST.
Like civil kind of claim.
Yeah, no, eventually you're going to be able to get an Optimus robot for less than a new car. Right now, they're still super expensive.
Claims kind of stuff, but corporate lawyers, stuff like Caterpillar Incorporated, you owe Mr. Poop $5 million for breaking his ball sack. Like, AI was like, yep, awarded, or nope, not awarded. Done. I mean, we might still need Judge Judy for, Judge, he stole my toaster. I mean, mainly because people find that to be entertaining. It's kind of hard to really, in these civil claims things, to really, but that's small stuff. So AI is going to manage all money, and then all AI needs is hands and feet. Here are my feet. To do the things. Eyes, hands, feet, a humanoid body. Once AI can inhabit the robots, Shit, everything manual is gone too. Everything manual. Even fucking brain surgery. that brain surgeon is just off a $200,000 trip to Bermuda to play golf and do a bunch of designer drugs with a bunch of wackos. Like, do you really think his hand is gonna be steadier than a fucking robot's hand? Yeah, no way. People are going to prefer robot surgery.
This is already happening.
Especially when they're actual robots. Like, not just arms coming out of the ceiling, but robots who can project holograms onto their faces, make them look human.
2040 at the latest. This is something people aren't aware of. The industry of holography, bruh.
Oh yeah, that is coming way sooner than people think. So
we're each going to have our own Cortana by 2060 at the latest.
My long-term goals on YouTube are actually looking pretty short-term. I'm thinking that within a year from now, I can easily replace the peak of my writing income back when CBD was just booming. And I'll need you guys to help me get there through memberships, through super chat, through super thanks, donations, buying merch, referring your friends, continue to like, comment, share, engage with the channel. All this helps. All this helps. So I wish, you could all be here, but member videos are special, right? So, but everyone who even just watches, engages, you all help. So I think at my current trajectory, within 1 year, I'll be making more than I ever made with writing. And then probably by 2027, 2028, maximum, I'll be making, the big bucks, as they say. Like, probably not like millions of dollars yet, but maybe. I may be getting close to that. It's hard to say exactly how this industry will go. But right now, I'm in that moment in Indiana Jones' The Last Crusade where he's walking out onto that bridge, and he can't see the bridge, but he's walking out on it. Gotta take that leap of faith. And I'm really getting dialed in. I got nothing more clouding up my head. No more phytocannabinoids all just jumbling around there, making me confused and paranoid.
Biggest psyop ever.
I am fucking dialed in. I am locked in. I am committed to being the most knowledgeable community
Thank you,
leader
ST. I really
in
appreciate you
elderscrolls
sticking
online,
around for the stream. Thanks for
sharing other
watching.
Lifestyle wisdom.
See you soon, man.
Stuff like this kind of content.
Thank you for the
Snake
support.
business. Gotta put my glasses on. That ain't no snake. Some kind of a thing. Not a snake. I'll provide wisdom whether it's a snake or not. Spoiler alert, it's not a snake. But yeah, this is gonna work. And I really think it's one of the last things that is going to work. And right now, I'm starting out in ESO. It's a vibrant community. It's something I know a shit ton about, even though I really shouldn't. I spent too much of my life just playing that game, right? But again, God's will, right? It's just all part of the plan. But I'm building Spopes out of that. And eventually, Spopes may be the one to tell you how to avoid the New World Order's automated drones who are coming to euthanize you and your family because you're useless eaters.
Yeah, I guess.
It's time to get rid of everybody because of Agenda 2030. I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe-
AI is just going to replace all government.
Maybe I will serve some critical societal function as a content creator. It's been a long video. Okay, I'm trying to stop talking here, I think. At some point in the future. Again, God's will, not mine. I don't really know where this is going. But I do know I started doing this for a reason. I know what my overall goals are. So I want to get to 10,000 subs by the end of the year.
I just hit 3K, guys.
I hope you all help me
Thank
with
you so
that by
much.
continue to engage with the channel,
It's awesome.
sharing the content.
And I should get another K over the next month. So it's really speeding
and then
up.
eventually, through either ESO alone, there's a train coming, or other games combined, I want to get to 100,000 subs, make some real money. I want to establish myself with my own legacy for my own grandchildren, and then start focusing on doing my best to fix the world, save it, etc. This train has perfect timing. Again, God's will. You know, I was getting burned out and tired. My longest member video yet, and here comes this train saying, "Hey, hey, stop talking. I'm a train. Hey, hey." So thank you guys. Thank you for being a member again. It's funny. I think there's like, you know, there's a
And
couple
now you
of
have
you
to join. Now you've seen it.
But
I got you hooked.
actually hundreds of people who are all part of this
I
community
do a
who
new
all see
video
this.
every week.
I appreciate all of you. I'll show you this train, and then I'll get out of here. God bless you. Let me say a prayer really quick. I get drowned by the train, but Lord, thank you for my channel. Thank you for your will. Thank you for your heavenly guidance, and for raising me up as a leader and someone worthy of being followed. I ask you to bless all my members, all my followers, everybody involved with the channel. I ask you to bless this train. Woo! Over and out.
We can skip the train. Okay. Sorry to talk about the weather, but it is going to be 90 degrees today. I can't have the AC on in here because it's too loud, so I got to get out of here too. Oh. Yeah, that's the kind of like unfiltered random crap you can expect from the membership videos. Just footage of trains going by even.
All right, peace and love, guys. May God bless you in all that you do. I'll see you soon.
All right. Well, I wish I could say that was an amazing stream, and it was in some ways, but ouch. Like, again, I'm not doing that again. I'm going to try to stream every week, but from now on, it's going to be just me playing the game, and I'll put this kind of stuff just into videos. If I can even manage to watch it. Like, that was really... That was painful. But it was fun being here with you guys, reacting to it all live. That was the best part. So yeah, Perk, Dutchman, ST, everybody else who came out, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please do join the membership if you can. You can do it for just $1 a month. First package is $1. Highest level is, I think, 6 or 7 a month, and it all helps to support. I just appreciate you guys so much, you know, for being part of the channel, helping me out just by watching and liking and sharing and everything. Even just commenting. You can just comment like, dude commented with like a freaking joke last night saying, what do you call a hobbit who could play the violin? Lord of the Strings. Talk. But it all helps. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm gonna go. I wish this had been more of a substantive, enjoyable stream on their part, but just thank God I'm not part of the stream team, so I can actually, you know, speak my mind. Yeah, I did a prayer in that little member video, but yeah, so Lord, thank you for the stream. Thank you for ESO. I ask that you show mercy and forgive the developers who were on the stream today. They know not what they do. That you shine your light on everyone, including the coked out dog. Seriously, Lord, thank you for my channel. I give all glory to you for the stream and for my channel. I ask that you bless everyone who watched today. Pave their path with golden light. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Thanks, guys. I'm going to go. I will see you. I'm not going to do another video today because we're going to go to the beach. It's a hot day. My father-in-law's in town, so we're going to go to the beach. But I'll be back tomorrow with something. I have a few videos planned out. But yeah, thanks, everybody.